The audiovisual cluster has two different pathways, graphic design and digital communication. In digital communication, they really are working with the tools of the trade. They're working with cameras and lights and sound equipment. They are not just in a room answering questions from a book. This is an out there, in the mix with people kind of program. The first class in the program is called Principles of Audiovisual. That would be for incoming freshmen and sophomores. After that, they go into AV1 and AV2, and then their final year they can take a practicum. One of the main things about the program is that the students will get certified in Adobe Premiere, which is the industry standard for everything that has to do with video. So it is the exact same program that professionals are using in the workforce right now. One of the other elements of the digital communications pathway that's interesting is that it doesn't just prepare kids to be filmmakers. That's just a small part. We do that. They will be able to go out into that career if they so choose. But what we really try to focus students on is giving them the tools of video and audio that they can use in a variety of careers. So if they go into medicine or they go into law or they go into their own business, they know how to use a camera. They know how to do things for themselves, and they don't have to pay other people to do it. Or it sets them apart from other people that are applying for the same jobs. So we're really trying to make them well-rounded students. Our advanced program is called Eagle Vision. It's a staffed class. It has officers. They have a hierarchy structure. They go out and do things such as live stream the football games. They live stream graduation. They're working with top level digital new tech TriCasters, things that you would see out in the industry at TV stations and other places. They're also a competitive UIL film team. They are highly successful. They've won the state championship more than one time, and they are very good at telling the stories of documentaries, of making narratives, of doing animation. There's just a lot of fun things for those advanced classes to do. Additionally, it teaches problem solving, critical thinking. They learn to speak to adults, to figure out how something works and why it's not working, even if there's not an adult around to help them. So overall, the Digital Communications Cluster is a fun program that I think every student would enjoy.
In the business and industry endorsement, I teach the graphic design and digital design and animation. The pathway really is for students who are wanting to go into some sort of design field, in particular digital design, and we focus in animation. Now we do cover graphic design principles and some film principles because they kind of all intertwine, but mostly we will focus on digital movement, different forms of animation, everything from motion graphics, maybe a little stop motion, and also included in that would be character animation, text animation, and things like that. So we kind of cover the field. They will need to have an interest in some sort of digital art. Drawing skills are a plus, but not mandatory. So those who say, well, I enjoy this, but I'm not a very good artist, it's okay. The computer helps us do some of that. They should know that they can enjoy some of the other areas of design, photography, graphic design, audio-visual, and still be involved in animation. It doesn't have to be just a single pack, because it's fun. And we do a lot of very great creative work, and they're going to develop their creativity. If they are completers in the pathway, they will be able to take a portfolio right with them into their college program, whatever that is, and they'll be ready for a career in visual communication.
So I teach what we consider commercial photography, and we do that through our yearbook. So students start with honors journalism and then move into the yearbook path. So we start with honors journalism, and honors journalism is a gateway for multiple classes. So what we do in that class is we study a camera and how to use a camera. We do things on the computer such as InDesign and Photoshop and other Adobe products for maybe half of the year, and the other half of the year is geared towards the writing, like newspaper writing and feature writing and all the things that you would learn to tell a good story. And then from there, we move into my pathway, we move into yearbook. And so yearbook, you can be in yearbook for your sophomore, junior, and senior year, and you just kind of grow within that and eventually, as you move through, there are different positions such as editor and different things that you can do within the yearbook. It is just a really great class to learn all the ins and outs, and from there you're able to make really good decisions. Do you want to go yearbook? Do you want to go newspaper? Do you like to write? Do you like to be creative? Those types of things. And then if you stick with me, from there you go yearbook, and that's where we're able to be really creative. We take all the pictures of the events. We're able to represent all the different organizations of the school and just showcase our pride in our school and our students and all of the great things that we do. Well, my pathway is awesome and fantastic and super fun, but I think the best part about journalism into yearbook is that you get to be super creative. So if you like to be creative, if you like computers, if you like being part of what's going on in the school, either behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, there's something for everybody to do. And it's just a really great way to be a part of Lindale and what's going on in Lindale, and to know everything, and to just showcase your talents.
I teach graphic design and illustration. I teach how to use Photoshop and Illustrator to create visual designs, to manipulate photos. We study a lot of different stuff related to graphic design, like marketing, some business stuff, advertising, and then we just do fun things as well, like creating digital graphics from scratch. Incoming freshmen should know that graphic design isn't going anywhere. Most businesses have a social media presence, and so designing graphics to support those businesses is just an industry that continues to offer more jobs in in the real world. And also, every type of industry that someone could be interested in has some form of graphic design involved, whether it's their marketing department for the Texas Rangers, for example. If you're a baseball fan, you could do design work for professional sporting clubs. You could do design work for hospitals. You could do design work for schools. So most industries rely on graphic design in some way. So that just allows for a lot of job opportunities for students. Incoming freshmen should join the pathway because, first of all, it's just a lot of fun. It's really a cool skill to know how to use Photoshop. It's a skill that will serve you well later in life, not just during class. It's a skill that, whether it be for business later on or even personal use later on, it's just an important skill to have in this day and age, especially with the use of technology in every industry, with the use of the internet, and people are always wanting digital graphics for different things, and so it's just a useful skill to have.
One of the really great programs in the audiovisual cluster is newspaper. Newspaper is a high-level honors course that has hands-on learning combined with writing, and so that takes the academic side of students and their abilities that they're going to need out in the world to be great writers, synthesizers, people who can take information and do something with it, and it combines it with high-level technology skills. They learn photography, they learn videography, they do podcasts, they work with Adobe Premiere, they work with Adobe InDesign. So they really are, it's sort of a hybrid class that allows them to do a variety of things. It is a staff program with officers, so they learn to work within a hierarchy. They learn, problem-solving skills with others and their peers. But most importantly, they tell the stories of LHS. They tell, what's going on here, not just the news, but the feature stories, things that we might not know about our students, and then they produce that into high-quality magazines and online news and feature articles and videos, and they put it out to the public. So everyone in the newspaper program is a published author, both online and in print. Every semester we print a high quality magazine that goes out into the school and into the community. But most of all, what I love about this program is that these kids get to do it themselves. They get to really create these products. Teachers get to stand back and facilitate a world where they're running things, where they get that experience in a safe environment where they can be independent thinkers and problem solvers, and they can go out and use their critical thinking skills. Newspaper is a great program that we have here at Lindale.